You're not lazy. You're not ungrateful. You're not broken. But something feels wrong. You wake up, and instead of feeling rested, you feel this invisible heaviness. Like you're already tired before the day has even started. Like the effort of simply existing is more than you can handle right now. And the terrifying part? You don't even know why. You have food. You have a roof. Maybe you have people who love you. And yet, nothing feels like enough. Nothing feels real. Nothing feels like it matters. If that sounds familiar, this video is for you, because what you're experiencing has a name. Scientists and psychologists call it existential exhaustion, and it affects millions of people who never even know it's a real thing. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you won't just understand what's happening inside you, you'll know exactly what to do about it. Before we go any further, if nobody has ever explained this to you before and you want more content that actually makes sense of what's going on inside your head, hit that subscribe button right now. We drop videos like this every week. Okay, let's get into it. So what exactly is existential exhaustion? Think about the last time you were physically exhausted. Your body aches, your eyes burn, you just can't move. Now, imagine feeling all of that, but in your soul. In your mind, in the part of you that's supposed to want things, care about things, look forward to things. That's existential exhaustion. And the cruelest part of it? No amount of sleep fixes it. Researchers describe it as a deep inner weariness that comes from a long-term loss of meaning and purpose in daily life. And it shows up in ways most people would never connect to something this deep. You might feel anhedonia. That's a fancy word for when things that used to make you happy just don't anymore. Your favorite show, your favorite food, the people you love, it all starts to feel flat, colorless, like watching life through foggy glass. Or maybe you feel numb, disconnected, like you're watching yourself go through the motions but you're not really there. You show up, you go through the routine, but inside, nothing. Some people describe it as feeling like just existing is too heavy, like gravity got turned up and every small task costs 10 times what it should. And here's the thing that makes it so dangerous. Most people with existential exhaustion think they're just lazy, or weak, or ungrateful. So they push through, they grind harder, they shame themselves into productivity. But that's exactly the wrong move, because this kind of tiredness isn't about your body, it's about your meaning. And you can't out-hustle a missing sense of purpose. Now, and why does this happen to so many of us? The honest answer: the world we live in is not built for human beings to thrive. It's built for human beings to perform. We live in a world that moves at a pace no generation before us ever had to handle. Every day, something new. Every scroll, something demanding your attention, your reaction, your emotion. The news, social media, work notifications at midnight. The algorithm never sleeps, and somehow neither do you. And on top of that relentless pace, there's this constant, silent pressure. Look successful. Be productive. Optimize. Hustle. Post the highlight reel. Buy the thing. Want the thing. Work for the next thing. Philosophers who studied this, the existentialists, had a name for what happens when we lose this sense of meaning. They described life as a constant struggle to understand our existence and give it purpose. And when the world strips away all the space for that struggle, when there's no quiet, no stillness, no reflection, we start to feel like we're running on a hamster wheel that goes nowhere. Here's what really locks in the trap. We have more choices than any humans in history. More jobs, more cities, more lifestyles, more people to compare ourselves to. And psychologists have shown that too many choices don't make us happier. They make us paralyzed. We end up filling our days with activities that look good on paper but feel hollow in practice. We're busy, we're tired, we're not fulfilled. And this is crucial. Some people feel this more than others. Have you ever been told you're too sensitive? That you feel too much? That you take things too hard? If yes, you might be a highly empathic person. And empathic people are especially vulnerable to existential exhaustion, because you don't just carry your own weight. You absorb the pain stress and anxiety of everyone around you. The world's problems become your problems, and eventually that weight becomes unbearable. Okay, so what do you actually do about it? First, and this is the most important thing I'll say in this entire video, existential exhaustion is not a life sentence. It's a signal. Think of it like a check engine light on your dashboard. It's not telling you the car is broken forever. It's telling you something needs attention. Something needs to change. And the beautiful thing is, you don't have to figure out the meaning of your entire life to start feeling better. That's not where you begin. Here's where you begin. Step 1. Stop fighting the feeling. Practice acceptance. When that heavy, foggy, what's the point feeling shows up, don't run from it. Don't shame yourself for it. Stop for a moment. Notice it. Name it. I feel the weight right now. I feel disconnected. And then remind yourself of this one radical truth. Feelings are not facts. They are visitors. And visitors eventually leave. You are not your exhaustion. You are the one noticing it. Step 2. Start collecting tiny moments of proof that you're alive. This sounds almost too simple, but it works. Tomorrow morning before you look at your phone, go outside, feel the temperature on your skin. Is it cold? Warm? Is there wind? Notice one thing you've never noticed before. The sound of birds, the texture of a wall, the color of the sky at that exact moment. These tiny moments are not distractions from the big questions. They are the answer. They are the ground beneath your feet when everything else feels like it's shifting. Step 3. Shrink your purpose. This is where most advice completely fails people. Everyone tells you to find your passion, live with purpose, discover your why. And those ideas are beautiful. But they're also paralyzing when you're already exhausted. So instead, redefine what purpose even means. Your purpose today doesn't have to be to change the world. Your purpose today can be to make one good meal, to call someone you love, to finish one task that's been sitting undone, to sit in the sun for 10 minutes. Stop chasing an impossible ideal of what your life is supposed to look like. Make meaning in the small things, and watch as the small things slowly, quietly begin to add up into something that feels like a life worth living. One final thought. And I mean this genuinely. Humans have been asking, what's the point of all this, since the very beginning. They painted it on cave walls. They wrote it in ancient poems. They built entire philosophies around it. You are not weak for feeling this way. You are not broken. You are deeply, profoundly human. The fact that you still want to understand, the fact that you're watching this right now, means that somewhere inside you, something still cares. Something is still fighting. And that matters more than you know. If any part of this video spoke to something you've been feeling, share it with someone who needs to hear it. You might not know who that person is, but they know who they are. And if you want to keep going deeper into the psychology of how we think, feel, and find meaning, subscribe and hit the bell. Every single week we explore the hidden patterns behind the way humans work. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourself.